It's just a puppet. But it was more than a puppet. Only on Broadway, man.
Chicle!
Welcome to Chicle Chat, it's your boy Chicle, and we are back at it again with another Broadway review video. And in today's video, we're gonna be reviewing King Kong. But before we get started on the Broadway show with our 20-foot furry friend, make sure that you guys subscribe to Chicle Productions and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when another video comes out. Also hit the like button and leave down in the comments below what you thought about King Kong. So let's get started. So King Kong has been on Broadway for months now, and a lot of people have a lot of mixed reviews. They said a lot of great things about King Kong, and a lot of people say a lot of negative things about King Kong. First of all, we gotta kick out the negative haters. But in all seriousness, I just took a lot of time to figure out how I want to state and phrase my opinions about the show overall. There's a lot of things that I like about it, and then there's let's just talk about more about it. So let's talk about the cast first, because I want to save the best stuff for last. Christine Pitts, who has played Andero, who is an actress trying to find something to do. She's been auditioning. She gets cut until she meets this film director named Carl Denham, played by Eric William Morris. And he is this selfish guy who's all about the money, and he takes her to Skull Island on a boat. They go to Skull Island. Oh, by the way, Lumpy is also in the story, very important. He's played by Eric Lochfeld. If I said his name wrong, I'm sorry. He's this side character who works for Carl, and they have a crew too, and they all go to this island called Skull Island, and they run into King Kong. Big scary dude. I mean, gorilla. She gets captured by King Kong, and then all of a sudden, it took a while, but after saving her life from a big serpent, he and Andero started to have this bond. Then the crew and Carl just capture the thing, and they decided to bring it to New York to be exhibited and to be showcased for the show. And then she tries to save King Kong, he climbs a building, and then I don't want to spoil the rest, you have to see the show. Less than $50 for General Rush, but I got to see the show at a cheaper price. I'll explain later, even though you obviously can't do it anymore now, because it's too late. But I'll still tell you how I did it. About this show, I thought the ensemble was amazing. The ensemble dancing choreography, I thought it was outstanding. It was all spread out, they used their space wisely, and their precision, and they were all synced. It was phenomenal. And then I also thought that the biggest character, literally the biggest character that really touched my heart was King Kong himself. Now I get it, he's a puppet, but man, he was more than just a puppet. By the way, controlled by over 10 people. I don't know how they did it, but it was amazing. It's just not only just moving its arms and head and legs and stuff, but it was just the body language is so accurate with his expressions. And then they had this guy doing the voice and the facial expressions for King Kong. Oh my gosh. Now let's talk about the music. The music was good. I enjoyed it. I just wish that they would have more songs. I think Lumpy should have had a solo. Am I wrong? No? Okay. Yeah, so overall, I thought this show was good. I thought it was really good. The biggest thing that I have to say is the ending of the show. Without spoiling it, there was this tragic thing that happened at the end of the show, and then they just bring in the ensemble to do this big dance number. And as amazing as the choreography is, in my opinion, I felt like it was forced in the show, and I just didn't quite. I'm just so confused about the transition from a tragic scene to a very dancey number at the end. I wish they would have ended it differently for something that extremely tragic. Other than that, the whole show was really great. So overall, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. This show was actually really good. It's still on Broadway theater, and I don't know how long it's gonna be on for. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on for at least a year or more. Now let me explain how I got tickets. Normally you would get $49 tickets for General Rush, which is the cheapest way to see King Kong. But on March 6th, which was the day that I got to see the show with my friends Edon and Rebecca, we decided to see the show on that day because they were having $33 ticket sales for rear mez seats for the show. Because they were having an anniversary special for King Kong. Because in 1933, they were having this premiere at the silver screen at Radio City for King Kong. It wasn't a 24-hour time frame when you could purchase the $33 tickets. Now, it wasn't just only for that night specifically, it was also for other selected performances. So like you can see at that matinee or this evening show, it just set it on the schedule of the shows. You just had to purchase it on that specific day because of the special. In the next Chicle chat, I'm going to be talking about how I got really cheap tickets from different methods, and I'm gonna explain how you guys can do it whenever you show up to New York, or maybe you just like don't even know how to get discount tickets or cheap tickets or all the above. So we're gonna cover that in the next video. But until then, that's pretty much it for today's video. Definitely check out King Kong before, you know, King Kong terrorizes New York. Bye!